The final boss is back. It's go time. Season 3 is here. Are you tuning in? Every Sunday is Sitting Down Sundays with the final boss. Get ready for an inspiring journey as we dive deep into the transformation from the nation's capital to the entertainment capital of the world. This is the conversation that will ignite your dreams and fuel your ambitions. What you'll experience: game-changing insights from industry leaders, real talk about making impossible dreams possible, the blueprint for leveling up your life, motivation that hits different. This isn't just another podcast episode. This is your wake-up call to greatness. Don't just listen, absorb, don't just hear. Transform, don't just dream, execute. Drop a like in the comments if you're ready to level up with us.
6 minutes in, so I got time. Look, I've been rambling and my mic was disconnected. So I am here. Hello, Brittany. Hello. I am here. I'm glad I caught that. Oh boy, man, imagine doing a whole 60-minute episode with the mic disconnected. That would have been horrific. But now that you can hear me, now I can give you my whole spiel all over again because I love to do that. Listen, this is the Final Boss Podcast. I am the Final Boss, and tonight's episode is Sitting Down with the Final Boss, episode number 144, an a la carte model subscription system based business model. That's what we're going to be talking about. And we're going to get right into that, man, as soon as I get the admin notes out, which admin notes are to each and every single last one of you. Thank you for thank you for joining us. Number two, please continue to follow, like, share, and subscribe to whatever platform you see us on, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, and Spotify for all your audible listening pleasures. We're out there, man, and we are growing constantly. So thank you for that. Those comments are crazy. Yeah, the mic was disconnected. I'm glad I caught it 6 minutes in because that would have been a disaster. Thank you, Chikandi. Good evening, Chikandi. Thank you for joining the Final Boss. listen, man, we got a great show for you guys. Look, you want to email us? You can email us at info at the Final Boss Podcast. That's info at the Final Boss Podcast. Or go check out our website, man. Our website is up and running, and you can see each and every single last one of our episodes on there. And you can get into more detailed information about the Final Boss and the Final Boss Podcast because we're building a community, and this community, we're building a nation. So from the community to the nation, the Final Boss community and the Final Boss Nation. And we're all part of this, and we're on this journey together. And that's what we're here for, right? Right, exactly. Thank you for agreeing with me. I appreciate you. Yes, so you have the website, you have the email, you have all the social media platforms that you see us on, and I'm gonna get right into the brass tacks of the evening, man. The brass tacks of the evening comes from Ellen Hammett. And here it is. It may seem counterintuitive, but subscription models, in fact, raise ad revenues over the long term, but only if businesses can balance the two revenue streams effectively. The rise of both models shows the companies must be adaptable and customer-centric, choosing the approach that best fits their value proposition. That is our brass tacks for the evening. And shout out to Ms. Hammett for providing that information for us. And got that camera set up. We got that camera set up. And we are a go. Again, for those who are just now joining us, listen, before we get started, I have to give you this disclaimer. The disclaimer is this is for entertainment purposes only. And to each and every single last one of you, no matter where you are, wherever you're joining at, whatever time zone you're in, and no matter what part of the world you're viewing from, thank you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. And not in that specific order. Listen, it's okay though, because we're live and we can do that. We can do that, man. You already know. So for those who are just now joining us, thank you. Stay with me. Don't go nowhere. Where's my pointer pin? Got it. Stay with me. Yes, you. Talking to you. Stay with me. Man, I need you guys to lock in. I need you to lock in, and I need you to lock in right now, right? As we get ready for this new week that's upon us. And I know you guys are ready to dominate. That's why you're here. That's why you're part of the Final Boss Nation. That's why you're part of the Final Boss community. You are here and you are ready to dominate. You're ready to understand the game so you can stop playing in the game and start owning it, man. Those are bars if I've never heard it before. Those are bars, man. I need a bars button. I'm gonna figure that out on my soundboard. I need a bars button. So, look, you're probably sitting on your couch right now, or you're laying in your bed, or whatever you're doing. Some of us are probably sipping on some coffee, a cocktail, drinking some water, just relaxing, right? Because it's 2100 in my time zone. I don't know what it is in your time zone, but we're here, right? And tonight, something that's been on my mind that I've been wanting to talk about for some time now, right? And this particular topic has consumers in a chokehold, because I know it had me in a chokehold. So I know I'm a consumer, right? I was talking to my mom the other day about it, and she's a consumer, right? And it had both of us in a chokehold. And I was like, you know what? This is a topic that needs to be discussed. So, and a lot of people are wondering the same thing. So let's get right into it. Something that's quietly draining your pockets of the few dollars that you already have, right? And we're talking about probably the biggest hustle and consumerism in the last, I would say, the last couple of years, right? And we're talking about so many companies are using this right now, man. So many companies are using this business model. And this business model, right? Wait for it. Got to give you the evil laugh. Is the subscription-based a la carte model. Aren't you guys sick of it? I know I am. Listen, I know if I'm sick of it, I know you're sick of it. Everybody's doing it. All the companies, all these corporations have gone to a subscription-based a la carte model. And they think we don't notice. They think we're too busy to pay attention what's happening. But if you are and you're tuning in, then listen, the final boss is keeping score, right? And right now is 0 to 1 right now. We're losing, right? We're losing. But we're gonna have a deep dive on that, man. So get your pen and paper, get your trusty final boss notepads. These right here. This right here. That's your Bible. Look, get it. If you don't have it, it'll be on the merch site when it's back up. So we're gonna go right into it. Let's break this down, right? Let's break this down for the people in the back. This isn't just an old school subscription, right? It's not like those subscriptions we used to get when I'm not going to tell you that part, because then I'll be telling my age, and I don't want to. I'm not in the mood to tell my age tonight. But y'all remember those subscriptions with the records and you order the records and the cassette tapes, or even the CDs. I think it died out after that point, but I don't remember the year it died out. But I do remember it being a subscription based thing that you could just order all this music. It was crazy. If you order all this music based off this subscription, man, it used to come in the magazines, but you would get that when it was when your magazines would be delivered. I'm talking magazine. Who is anybody reading magazines anymore? Like paper tangible magazines? Are people still doing that? I need that. That's a great question, man. Let me know in the chat if you still occasionally pick up a magazine and you're reading tangible magazines, not online. I'm talking about real magazines, man. You know, something you can hold in your hands, like this trusty leather, beautiful hide, olive paper, Final Boss notebook pad that I live for, right? I love that thing. I'm talking about the companies they give you this base model, right? They give you this base model, and which is the core service. And usually the entry fee is like $9.99. Everything's $9.99. Yeah, that's the base, that's the core. But then every single feature after that is another cost. You want HD high definition? That's an extra cost. You want the latest and greatest custom color? That's another cost. You want a special widget to go with that? And some ice cream? That's another cost and another add-on. This is the a la carte system. You get to pick and choose and pay for every single one. But is it good for the consumer, or is it's definitely good for the corporation? But is it good for you? And a lot of times we haphazardly, look, don't place judgment. I'm talking to you. Don't you judge. Don't you judge, right? People haphazardly sign up for these things, and a lot of times you forget about it, right? And they're on auto debit. So at whatever time it's due every month, it automatically comes out your account, right? And you just signing up for these things. Boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, you signed up for 100 different subscriptions, all based off of one core system, right? But you got all these attachments and add-ons to it. I call this operation unbundling the bag, right? Because they take what used to be a single solid product and they're breaking it down. They shattered it like shattered glass. They've shattered it into 100 little pieces. And then they sell you the pieces back for you, to you, more than the original whole, right? And what they do, they would lowball the beginning entry, right? With the $9.99, or for the first 6 months, it's going to be this cost. And then next thing you know, the cost is doubled or tripled. But you have not really paying attention to it, right? You're not really paying attention to that. So those, and because they're selling it, they're selling it back to you. And it's amazing. Let me evil laugh at it, right? It's amazing that they sell you those things in bits and pieces, and it costs more than the original. This is truly the ultimate nickel and dime scheme that they're running, and it's running up your monthly tab. Yes, it's running up your monthly tab, right? And you look up, and originally what you paid $9 for, now you're paying $75 for it, for a service that was barely $10, right? But understand the difference. Understand this. It's a fundamental shift in how the corporations are monetizing your hard-earned dollars. Because you really have to pay attention and trace your money. You got to trace your money back to the source, right? And then you have to think, where did all this come from? Who is the author of this playbook? Is it the streaming giants? Like the Nets? Did they start this? Because they showed the world people were willing to shift from owning to renting content. Because we've traded in our DVDs, we've traded in movie libraries, all for the cost of a monthly fee to access a catalog that a lot of us already own. But because of convenience, now we pay for it. And our DVDs are sitting behind us in the cabinet, or our movie collections are sitting right behind us, or you may have it on your laptop or what have you. But now you're paying for it. It's just, it's crazy. At first, in the beginning, because of its newness, it was pure value. But then the gatekeepers showed up. And Disney was like, we want a piece of that pie. HBO Max was like, we want a slice of that pie too. And then everyone realized they could keep their proprietary content locked up behind their own individual $15 paywalls, right? The model works. It works because it's convenient, low friction, high attachment. Swipe your card, you're in. But now you need 6 different subs just to watch all the the shows you want. And it's I'm not gonna say that word. I'm not gonna say that word. It was a word I wanted to say. I'm not gonna say that word. I'm gonna be nice. But that's the OG hustle that paved the way for everything else, right? And forget consumer experience for a second. Forget about your experience. We're talking business right now. The reason these CEOs love this model is 3 letters for that, and it's PRR. That's predictable recurring revenue. A one-time sale is a high five value. They sell it to you one time and getting the value of it 5 times. And it's guaranteed. PRR is guaranteed. It's a guaranteed paycheck for the next 5 years. And for Wall Street investors, PRR is their financial security blanket. It smooths out the peaks and valleys. They can forecast their income with laser precision because you are already signed up for the subscription. And because you signed up for the subscription, guess what? You're already locked in. But listen, final bosses, motivators, smarts, and warriors. Can't forget about warriors. Companies aren't chasing the one-time high margin sale anymore. They're chasing the guarantee. It's automated draft system that comes from your bank account, and it makes their stock look stable. So it's more than subscription. Now we're talking about projection of dollars and cents, right? You got to follow the money, and it makes the balance sheet look beautiful, right? And they will fight tooth and nail to keep that recurring tab. It's the ultimate financial stability hack. How many people have had a subscription with the purple and gold gym? How many people? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Yeah, raise your hand. You got to try to unsubscribe with those guys. It would take an act of God, like for real. It is crazy how some of these companies have you locked in with these subscriptions, and try, and they would sell you. They would sell you a home before they have you unsubscribe because they know they're making more money in the long term. Why? Because you're locked in. It's listen, y'all gonna hear the evil laugh all night long because it's a lot. And I'm not just talking about the money, man. It's your data. Your data's for sale, right? And that one-time purchase may be anonymous, but a subscription, that's open book. That has all of your information. The a la carte model gives them total visibility. They track exactly which features you're willing to pay for, which options you drop, and when your spending slows down. This is precision marketing to keep you attached, to keep you hooked. They know you're a power user of whatever feature that you're paying for. So they can test the lower cost or the lower cost add-on, right? And boost it because the data says you're more than likely going to bite off of it. They're building the detailed profiles on your willingness to spend. And they use the data to maximize what you say. You're I'm gonna tell you. It's called the average revenue per user, the ARPU, the average revenue per user. You think you're choosing, but they're just observing your habits to build a better, more effective trap, right? So let's look at the backbone of corporate America. Let's look at software as a service. Software as a service, that's SaaS, software as a service, right? Adobe, Microsoft 365, a lot of these applications and subscriptions that you're already paying for. They used to sell you a software box. You remember when they used to sell you a software box? Hey, Ma, you remember you just asked me about Windows the other day. We was just having that conversation. And guess what? You owned it, but not anymore. Now you're purchasing a license or a lease, I should say. Not like, I'm sorry. I'm getting to my IT talk. Consumers, you're buying leases. And now you rent the privilege to use the same tool that you used to be able to buy and own in its totality. And if you stop paying, the software will brick you and become unusable. You try to leave the cloud. You in 365, Microsoft 365, and you are paying for the cloud service. Try to stop paying for the cloud service and see how much of the emails services that you have access to. I'm telling you, this is the first layer trap. The second layer is what I started with in the beginning that I'm elaborate on right now is the a la carte. The base subscription gets you base access. You want cloud storage, you pay up. You want advanced analytics, that's a tier 3 upgrade. This model keeps you hooked because the cost of switching is too high. Your entire workflow, your entire business is built on a rented platform. They built in the walls and now they're charging you for the air inside, ladies and gentlemen. And look, hold on tight, man, because I'm just getting started. I got some powerful insights for you, man, that's coming right up. So stay with me. Yeah, I see you. You trying to leave. You trying to watch the game, but you can record the game because I know you have a subscription service. So you can record the game. You can't record me. So stay with me, right? We're about to hit the most egregious example of the a la carte madness. And the car game and the gaming sector, Look, first, first, let me. I'm sorry. I apologize. Right. I want to give a word from our sponsor for uh the Final Boss and the Final Boss mindset, man. And here it is, right here, Final Boss podcast. But look, man, this I have to take a break. I just give me a second, man. Give me a second, right? Mm, mm. This hustle is crazy. This hustle is crazy. It's turning into straight up audacity. This is turning into straight up audacity. We've seen car companies charging a monthly subscription for features that are physically built into the vehicle, right? Heated seats, headlights, navigation. A lot of these new companies are starting to apply that service as a subscription or a monthly fee. Think about that. You pay 50, 60, maybe 100 grand for the vehicle you drive. You own the metal, you own the glass, you own the engine, the wires, all that, the seats, but you don't own the functionality. The car is sitting in your driveway, but they can still turn off the heat because you didn't pay your monthly subscription for the heat, or the draft failed, right? The final bosses, motivators, smarts, warriors. That's not innovation. That's a cash grab. That's a cash grab built on greed and the digital landlord complex. You bought the house, but they're charging you rent for the kitchen stove, for the refrigerator, for the paint that you choose. This is a corporate overreach, right? And it needs to be called out. It needs to be called out, right? Look, I'm a gamer, man. I've been a gamer, and hold your judge. Don't you judge me. Don't you judge me, right? Don't judge me. Gaming's is a stress reliever for a lot of people. You don't know my backstory. A lot of the gamers, they yeah, game is a stress reliever, man. Leave the gamers alone. But look, video games are the ultimate a la carte blueprint, right? It started out innocently with these they dropped these DLC maps. If you don't know what a DLC map is downloadable content. But now you get the base game, and you can only go but so far on the base game. And the base game, like a lot of these uh applications, they're a Trojan horse, right? They're a Trojan horse. And what it does is opens up for endless financial upsell. You've when it comes to gaming, you get these battle passes, and they expire. You got microtransactions for digital items. You tired of getting unalived on Call of Duty, and you want to up your armor and your weapons. Those costs. It is not cheap. It's like paying for something real, but it's not real, right? It's in this digital space, these digital items, and you're paying for the upgrades, the skins, the emotes, the power ups, and they have zero production costs. Yet, some of these items cost more than the original game itself. How's that, right? How is that? Oh man, but they figured out that if they can get you hooked, that's the key. They can get you hooked. on the base product, you'll pay anything to enhance the experience, right? It's an emotional investment trap. This is $1 billion industry built entirely on the a la carte model. Now everyone's using it. And it proves just how effective this segmentation hustle can be, right? Now, they market this to you as a flexibility and freedom of choice. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's lies wrapped up in encouragement. You only pay for what you need, they say. Like, stop the cap. The reality is that they're pricing these items that are designed with surgical precision to make the lowest cost option just barely unusable for a serious person, right? And I don't know a gamer who's just playing for fun. Gamers are usually serious people, right? They're serious about their craft. And then you have the middle tier level, the one that they want you to have, but only has 80% of what you need, right? And it's priced just high enough to make you feel like you're getting a deal. The top tier is what you actually need, but the price is set to give you just enough pain to choose the tier below it. It's not choice. It's a nudge economy. It's brilliant marketing, and they are constantly nudging you toward the next monthly dollar, the next monthly subscription, forcing you to pay an absurd price just to get a basic feature. But listen, I don't know, man. Watching some of these subscriptions and having the option to not have ads being shown while you're watching is that example alone should let you know something. At one point, you just had the subscription. There were no ads. There were no ads. You just pay for the subscription. Now the subscription has ads. So now you got to pay a higher cost to not have ads. I mean, make it make sense. Make it make sense, man. This is what we're paying for. And this is just the flip side of the hustle, man. And consumers, I don't know. I don't see enough snapping back about it, but I think consumers are starting to get it and snap back, right? And it's called subscription fatigue. It's called subscription fatigue. People are realizing that they have anywhere. Now, get this, man. I read this and it was unreal. Anywhere between now 10 subscriptions is pretty reasonable. 10 to 15 is reasonable. There are people out there with up to 50 subscriptions and automatic drafts that are hitting their account monthly. The bag is spread too thin, and all of a sudden, $9.99 doesn't feel like a low price anymore. It feels like one of those mini leeches that are already attached to us in this economy that we're in, and people are getting tired of it. The churn rate is going up, right? Stay with me. Don't you go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere. Consumers are doing their own financial audit and cutting the subscriptions that provided the lowest value. This is the market fighting back. People, this is what we need to do, right? If all of us start doing this, then the corporations will have to answer. They will have to answer. The greed of the a la carte model creates its own counterforce when the combined cost becomes too high. When it becomes too high. So how do you win, right? How do you win? I'm telling you, if everybody starts unfurling and unbundling, they're going to have to do something, right? And listen, to my final bosses, to my smarts, to my motivators, to my warriors, the move for us to do is reaggregation. It's time for us to get our power back. Look at the companies that offer compelling value without the constant microcharging. Look at services that are starting to bundle other subscriptions together. The consumer is willing to pay one higher fee for simplified access and one more utility. The smart competitors are going to enter the market and say, you know what? We'll give you 90% of what we were going to offer. But for one flat, inconclusive rate, right? That small simplicity and that transparency is next market edge. That's the next market edge. The moment the combined a la carte cost exceeds the price of all-in-one alternative, the entire model crumbles, right? And we're in the final stretch of this thing. We're in the final stretch of this thing, man. Man. Woo! Time goes by fast when you having fun. The example I have, so the other day, YouTube TV was battling with Disney. So all of the Disney channels were no longer on YouTube TV, which included ESPN. And you know, you see my jersey, you see my chains. I told you this was Los Angeles Rams East Coast Central headquarters right here. I told you that. Self-proclaimed, no affiliation. I'm just a fan, right? I couldn't watch the game. I could not watch the game that night because I didn't have ESPN Plus. Now, mind you, ESPN was available, but in order to watch the football game, you needed an ESPN Plus. And I'm gonna just throw a number out there. You pay for YouTube TV Plus TV, you pay for Disney, but even though you have Disney, you may have ESPN, but you don't have ESPN Plus. So because you don't have ESPN Plus, you can't watch the game. And that's probably like another upcharge of $29 a month. I'm like, come on, people. Come on, man. Like for real, right? So they broke down the cable system. Remember, everybody was using cable. Everybody was Comcast, Xfinity, Verizon, whatever cable you were using. You paid a solid fee for all your channels or whatever packages you had. I think the most expensive I've seen. Well, let's just use these examples, and this is for entertainment purposes only, people. Entertainment purposes only. So, like say you had a base bill. You had all the packages. All the packages were $300, right? For your cable. Cable bill was $300 a month. You had all the packages and you had everything you ever wanted. So people got smart and started using the streaming service. So there were streaming services out there that would offer you like local channels, and then you could build it with movie channels and whatever package you wanted to. And you still came out a lot better than what you were paying for the entire cable bill, right? But now the companies have gotten smart, and what they've done is, oh yeah, you can have the base level subscription, but if you want to do this right here, it's going to cost you another $29 a month. So basically, that's what I'm saying. So for those who aren't tracking, but I'm just using the cable system and TV subscription service as an example. This model is in everything. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Soon it's going to be on your cell phone. You wait a minute. It's already on your cell phone. It's already on your cell phone. Oh man, it's everywhere, right? So final bosses, smarts, warriors, motivators. Look, listen, I project right now, that we're probably approaching peak levels of the subscription a la carte system, right? And the way I see it, customers are getting hip to it, and it's not as sustainable as probably a lot of corporations thought. So the money grabs in, right? But I believe there's going to be another form of it coming next that's going to be more aggressive, an overly aggressive form, because that's usually what happens. Why, you ask? Why? Because human nature, we're lazy. I said it. We're lazy. And because of that, the effort that it requires to manage 15 subscriptions, 15 different passwords, and 15 different billing dates eventually outweighs the perceived savings. We're paying for the flexibility and the convenience, right? The complexity kills the convenience. And we're going to see a market correction in this. I'm telling you, you heard it first on the Final Boss podcast on this date, 11/16 at 21:49 p.m. Evil laugh. You heard it here first. There's going to be a market correction. The companies with the highest churn rate will be forced to simplify and rebundle. They will realize that a slightly smaller guaranteed PRR from a loyal customer is better than them constantly chasing new customers to replace the ones who quit from the fatigue, right? This lemonade is amazing. This current a la carte gold rush, it's temporary. It's a money grab. So, what do you do right now? How do you take control? You can't wait for the market to fix itself. You need to fix your wallet. Number one, start auditing your drafts. Go through your bank statements, right? Tally up every single subscription and add-on. And I'm telling you, you're going to be surprised by the total. I know you are. Number two, define what your must-haves are. If you're a football fan and you need football, like I need football, there are 3 essentials. You keep those. Everything else, you cancel, right? If it's not a need, you cancel it. Don't pause. Don't question. You cancel. Don't wait. Cancel. And number 3, if they offer you something free or ad supported, use it, even if it's an inconvenience. I hate commercials. I hate ads, and the ads are so frequent. It's almost as if the ads are so frequent that they force you to go with the ad-free option. It's like mind trickery. It's marketing. It's like mind trickery marketing. One ad after another ad after another ad. And you're like, wait a minute. And then they show the show 10 seconds and 10-second segment of the show, and then more ads. It's like they're forcing your hand to go with the ad-free option. It's hilarious. I just sit back and laugh at it. But look, evil laugh. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And look, stay with me. We're almost done. You use that even if it's an inconvenience. You're singling what you're doing and what we're all to be doing in the Final Boss Nation, Final Boss community. We're signaling to these companies that your a la carte pricing is too steep, it's too much, and we've had enough, right? It's time for us to start protecting our pockets. Don't let them nickel and dime you out of your destiny. Listen, I know destiny was dramatic, but I'm going for dramatic here. I want you to hear what I'm saying. I'm going for the dramatic. Don't let them nickel dime you out of your destiny. Understand the system, understand the hustle, and always play the game at the highest level. Always play the game at the highest level. And man, I think I hit every point. Don't go nowhere yet. Don't you go nowhere yet. Because look, we might end early for the first time in 1,000 since we've been on. This is 100 episodes. This is 144 episode, man. Look, I have to let you guys know. I have something big that's coming down the pipe. I have something big that's coming down the pipe, and I want you to hear about it firsthand. My first book is being released. Is going through the publishing process, and it's being released very soon. So, yes, very first book, and you are going to absolutely love it. Man, I can't wait. I'm so excited about that. But episode number 4. I'm sorry. Season 4. Right now we're in season 3, The Reckoning. Season 4, The Rebirth, is coming soon. We're on episode 144. Episode 200 is around the corner, and that's when we start season 4, The Rebirth. Look, I appreciate each and every single last one of you. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for sitting down with me, the Final Boss, on Sitting Down Sundays with the Final Boss. I want you guys to be smart this week. Go dominate your industry. Go dominate your finances, and always operate with the Final Boss mindset. I'm the Final Boss, and I am here. And to each and every single person, thank you for joining us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. This has been episode number 144, and I hope you let all of that marinate in your spine. And remember, there's a heavy pain that comes with discipline, but the pain of regret is even heavier. I am the Final Boss, and I am here. Be good, people. Be balanced, be equal, and be smart. That is our show for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for Motivation Mondays. You are free to go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope this information resonated with you. I hope you were able to take some notes. And I hope you take the time to do the call to action and start auditing your subscriptions. Good night.
Welcome to the Final Boss Podcast, where microphones and mushroom clouds collide in the most mind-blowing chats. We're talking explosive topics, fiery debates, and the hottest guests. Imagine a creative space background, spacey vibes, and out-of-this-world conversations. It's like chilling with your best buddies, but with way cooler sound effects. Every episode, we take on the universe's biggest questions. You know, the stuff that keeps you up at night. And we do it with a bang. Want to know what happens when you mix gaming, movies, and pop culture? Boom! You get the Final Boss Podcast. So plug in those earbuds and get ready for a wild ride. Whether you're commuting, chilling, or just need a break, we've got your back. Hit that follow button and join us on this cosmic journey. Trust me, you don't want to miss these explosive chats. Catch the Final Boss Podcast now, where every episode is a blast. Stay tuned and stay awesome. Final Boss Podcast, bringing the boom to you.